The administration has signaled its intention to come down a little harder on persons who were involved in the allocation and sale of prime seaside lands at Sparendaam in the area popularly known as Pradoville 2. The Special Organized Crime Unit Socu is to be called in by the government to further probe the findings of a report that recommends criminal action against those persons. Similar recommendations and a similar Socu probe is to be undertaken with regard to the Guyana leg of the 2007 Cricket World Cup. One of the persons involved is a former executive president.
Cabinet, upon examination of the reports, concluded that in both cases there were indications of criminal culpability that required further investigation. Cabinet therefore agreed that in each case a special prosecutor's team would be established.
Minister of State Joseph Harman speaking during the post-cabinet media briefing on Friday. Minister of Legal Affairs Basil Williams is expected to submit a report to Cabinet next week on the composition of that special prosecutor's team the minister referred to. Minister Harman said the matters will now left to persons who are trained in building criminal cases.
That the reports will be handed over to the police for criminal investigations to commence into those matters.
As it relates to the Pradoville 2 housing project, the minister explained what prompted the administration to seek Socu's intervention.
Well, the audit found that there were plots of lands that were transferred at prices that were not market prices, that the valuation which were given were unusual for that time and for that venue, for that location. The audit also looked at the transfer of a particular piece of land that was not far from what is now known as Pradoville 2 for the price on which it was transferred, and then compared that to the price at which the members of the previous administration almost gifted themselves those portions of land.
Among those who benefited from the Pradoville arrangement are former President Bar Jagdeo, PPPC MPs Jennifer Westford, Priya Manikchand, Clement Rohi and former Minister Robert Persaud, retired Rear Admiral Gary Best and Director of Public Prosecutions Shalimar Ali Haq. An earlier investigation carried out by the State Assets Recovery Unit SARU had found that PPP MP Priya Manikchand had sold her Pradoville plot without written permission from the Central Housing and Planning Authority 3 years after purchasing it, thereby breaching the conditions. Robert Persaud also breached the conditions, SARU had said. Royden James, HGP Nightly News.